The North American sport industry generates roughly $70 billion a year, which increases the economic value of many sports teams. Sports teams are taxable entities, however, many organizations' league offices have been deemed tax exempt. In order to receive tax exempt status, an organization must abide by all requirements by the IRS. Leagues will only be tax exempt if their business positively influences an entire industry within a geographical location. Professional sport organizations shouldn't receive tax breaks because sport facilities don't have a strong impact on overall economic activity and employment. They are highly profitable and shouldn't receive millions for simply being a sports league, and new tax regulations should be put in place to amend these policies. Many individuals think a new sports facility will result in increased economic activity and employment when this isn't true. There are a few misconceptions regarding the economic benefits of facilities. First off, a new facility will offer more construction jobs in addition to positions within the building. While this may be true, this can only be seen through a short-term lens, since most positions are temporary or part-time, which leaves individuals unemployed when the construction period is over or during the off-season. Furthermore, many supporters of these facilities proclaim that a new facility will attract tourists and bring more attention to the area, leading to an increase in spending which will benefit the local economy. Realistically, new sport facilities don't attract tourists or create new industries unless there's some type of event being held there. Lastly, sport facilities don't generate a high ROI. For example, Oriole Park in Baltimore generates about $3 million a year when the park itself was a $200 million investment. Building new sport facilities seems like a great way to boost the economy and create more opportunities, but it doesn't create as many benefits as one would think. Additionally, professional sport leagues are highly profitable and thus should not be exempt from paying taxes simply for being a sports league. The North American sports market saw a 3% increase in revenue, amounting to nearly $73 billion in 2019 through sales of sponsorships, tickets, merchandise, and more. Tax revenues generated from these organizations could be used for the benefit of the greater community and used to fund education, repairs to local infrastructure, development of parks and recreation areas, or public transportation. Furthermore, tax legislation should be revised so tax breaks benefit organizations or areas of the economy that actually need help financially. In 1986, the Tax Reform Act was enacted, which aimed to demand team owners finance sport facilities with taxable dollars, but they seemed to find a loophole in the system. It wasn't until 2018 that the act was challenged by a newly proposed bill. The Pro Sports Act was introduced in the Senate in hopes of amending the IRS Code of 1986 to ultimately exclude professional sport leagues from qualifying for exempt taxes. The main push for this bill to pass was for the purpose of not only closing the loopholes for leagues to continuously increase their revenue, but to also alleviate taxpayers from having to fund sport facilities. Stripping professional sport leagues from their tax-exempt status would save roughly $100 million in taxpayer dollars over 10 years. In the end, the bill didn't gain the support it needed to pass. The policies in place only benefit the wealthy team owners, who are the individuals that shouldn't even need a deduction in taxes. Essentially, there are other areas of economic interest that this money could and should be used to finance. In conclusion, the practice of professional sports leagues having tax-exempt status needs to be abolished. The construction of new sport facilities often creates the illusion that the local economy will be bolstered by an influx of job opportunities and local spending, which isn't true. Most facilities don't generate an ROI, which proves that taxpayers are sinking money into a facility that isn't positively impacting the economy. Additionally, the North American sport industry already produces billions of dollars in revenue annually. Lastly, senators as well as the general public need to continue to strive for new legislation to amend the IRS Code of 1986. Although the laws that are in place have not been amended, American taxpayers can be a catalyst for change by continuing to make it known to lawmakers that professional sport organizations should lose their tax-exempt status. Thank you.